infection has spread right throughout his nervous system, and this poor fellow is just the most advanced case. All the other patients' conditions will keep deteriorating until they're just as bad, or worse. I only hope the Z69 gets here soon.
Okay, Professor. Could you please explain it to me again? I want to make sure I've got everything straight in my mind.
Very well, Governor Earl. The disease has been affecting your colony as a result of a cosmic bacterium, a rare form of virus that generally lives in space. This particular bacterium found its way onto Delta 7 when the recent meteor shower landed in your reservoir, and it is now settled in the colony's water supply. Ordinarily, these cosmic bacteria would burn up in the atmosphere and pose no threat. But unfortunately, these particular meteorites had a solid core of an element called polydectalenium, which can withstand much greater heat than your run-of-the-mill meteorite. So when they enter the atmosphere, only the outer shell of the meteorite was stripped away, and when it crashed into the reservoir, the core ruptured and the bacterium was released.
I see. But why can't we get the infection under control?
Unfortunately, this strain of the virus has mutated through contact with the polydectalenium, and has become particularly resilient. Normal medical procedures just aren't having the desired effect.
I just can't get over how fast this thing spread. The first case was only recorded 4 days ago, and within 6 hours half the colony had been affected. By the following day, the number of patients had tripled.
Well, it's a good thing you called us when you did. If I hadn't managed to trace the infection to the water supply as quickly as I did, you would have all continued to poison yourselves with contaminated water. I only hope the crew return with the Z69 soon.
Yes, thank heaven for the Z69. How did you describe it, Professor? An artificial antibody?
Yes, it's the latest innovation from the Galactic Science Commission Medical Corps. In many respects, it's a form of bacterium itself, except that we can control it via computer link. All we have to do is introduce the Z69 into your water supply and instruct it to target and destroy the alien bacteria. Then it will simply dissolve itself and your water will be clean to drink once again. We can even use it to vaccinate the infected patients. It's a remarkable piece of medical engineering.
I hope it works as well as you say it does, Professor. The patients are getting worse by the hour, and even if we did manage to cure them, if we're without drinkable water for too much longer, our colony won't survive.
Just you wait and see, Governor Earl. It's got to work. It's just got to.
Alright, Bob. Your orders are to secure these barrels ready for lightspeed travel. Do it quickly. The Delta 7 colony is relying on us to destroy the infection.
Oh, alright then. I'll do all the heavy lifting as usual, shall I?
Well, you're just so good at it, Bob. Anyone else would make a mess of it.
I don't believe you, but I'll do it anyway.
Thank you. And be careful. That Z69 stuff can be dangerous.
I'll be careful. You're so good at it, Bob. Do they really think I would fall for such insincere flattery? As usual, they're just trying to butter me up so I'll do the boring jobs. That's how it always goes.
The Z69 is all aboard, sir.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Okay, Sergeant. Begin separation from Hawk 2.
Yes, sir. Falcon 1 to Hawk 2, ready to detach.
Copy that, Falcon 1. Releasing docking clamps. Powering thrusters now. Hey, what's going on?
One of the docking clamps on Hawk 2 is jammed. We're struggling to break free.
Hawk 2 to Falcon 1. Sorry about that. One of our docking clamps seems to have developed a fault in its hydraulics. We'll have it checked out as soon as we've reached the nearest spaceport. Best of luck with your mission. Hawk 2 out.
Roger that, Hawk 2. Don't worry, we've survived far worse jolts than that one.
What do they think they're playing at up there? Surely it's not too much to ask for them to keep this ship steady. It can't be that hard. And look what they've made me do. I hope they don't expect me to clean that up for them. What is happening? System malfunction. Warning. Warning.
The Delta 7 colony is relying on us to destroy the infection. The Delta 7 colony is relying on us to destroy the Delta 7 colony to destroy the infection. The Delta 7 colony to destroy the Delta 7 colony destroy the Delta 7 colony destroy the Delta 7 colony destroy the Delta 7 colony.
Destroy the Delta 7 colony.
Okay, Sergeant. Take us back to Delta 7. Full light speed.
Course laid in, sir.
Lieutenant, you better check in with Bob and make sure nothing's happened to the Z69.
Right, sir. Solid to Bob. Is everything alright back there? Bob, do you read me? He's not responding, sir.
What the?
Destroy Delta 7 colony. Destroy Delta 7 colony.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. It looks like he's gone mad. Look out, Sergeant! Ah! Quick, let's get him out of here. Everybody, get out of here. Now!
Control room sealed. Destroy Delta 7 colony.
He's locked us out.
Bob, this is Commander Ryder. Let us in. That is an order. Open these doors.
Destroy Delta 7 colony.
He wants to destroy the Delta 7 colony. Why would he want to do that? What's happened to him?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like this before. There must have been some kind of malfunction in his programming.
What a time for that to happen.
You can say that again. Lieutenant, do you have your palm scanner with you?
No, sorry. I must have left it in the cargo bay.
We'll go and get it and see if you can get a reading on Bob.
Yes, sir. I'll be right back.
How long before we arrive at Delta 7, Sergeant?
Well, provided Bob doesn't tamper with the controls too much, I'd estimate about 90 minutes.
So if we can't regain control of the ship within 90 minutes, the Delta 7 colony and everyone on it could be completely wiped out.
Sir, please come down to the cargo bay. There's something I think you should see.
Take a look at this. If he was splashed with the Z69, the chemical may have somehow entered his system and affected his program.
Maybe, Lieutenant. We don't know enough about this stuff to say how it could or couldn't affect Bob. Get up to the control room and see if you can scan him. Look for any traces of the Z69 in his system.
I'm on it, sir.
Shouldn't we try to contact Delta 7 and warn them of the threat?
Good thinking, Sergeant. See if you can get onto the Professor. He might have some idea of how we could overpower Bob.
Falcon 1 to Delta 7. Falcon 1 to Delta 7. This is an emergency. Do you read me?
Governor Earl, we're receiving a transmission from Falcon 1. They're asking to speak to Professor Summers.
Very good. Patch it through here.
Hello, Delta 7. Do you read me, Professor?
Hello, Sergeant. Yes, I read you. Have you taken delivery of the Z69 from Hawk 2?
Yes, we have, but there's a problem. Bob's gone insane. He's taken control of Falcon 1 and is going to destroy the Delta 7 colony.
What?
My God, how did it happen, Sergeant?
Commander Ryder here, Professor. There was some kind of accident with one of the Z69 barrels.
We think Bob got splashed and it somehow affected his programming.
If unprogrammed Z69 found its way into Bob's system, there's no telling how much damage it could cause.
He's taken control of the helm and locked us out of the control room, and he keeps repeating, destroy Delta 7 colony.
What kind of defenses do you have down there?
Governor Earl?
Very little, I'm afraid. Our colony is still fairly new and we haven't finished installing all the necessary systems. We have one working laser cannon, which won't be much use against the Falcon-class vessel.
We need options, Professor, and we need them right away. We'll reach the colony in approximately 75 minutes.
All right, I'm thinking. You say Bob's locked you out of the control room. Do you think there's any way you could gain access to it?
I think I could override the door controls from the outside. But even if we can get back in, how are we going to get past Bob?
Governor Earl, is your deep space transceiver dish operational?
Yes, Professor. We can control it from the Scientific Research Center. Why? What good will that do?
Falcon 1, I'm about to send you some schematics to construct a portable transceiver dish. All the necessary components should be available in the cargo bay. Once you've constructed it, I'm going to use the corresponding dish at our end to emit an electromagnetic pulse. If my calculations are accurate, the pulse will bounce off your dish and disable Bob's central power unit. Once I've done this, you shouldn't have any problems regaining control of the ship.
Okay, Professor. We've received the schematics and we'll get right on it. Do you think it'll work?
I hope so, but it won't be easy. I'll have to wait until Falcon 1 drops out of light speed before I can send the pulse. Hopefully Bob doesn't start attacking us straight away. I'll head over to the Scientific Research Center to start setting everything up.
All right. Good luck, Professor.
Thank you, Commander. I'm gonna need it. All right, Governor, lead the way.
Destroy Delta 7 colony. Estimated time of arrival, 8 minutes. Weapons systems armed and ready. Destroy Delta 7 colony. Destroy.
Insert the aluminium antennae into slots F, G, and H. Here, here, and here. Then I think we're done.
Good. Are you sure we've included everything the Professor told us to?
Well, I can't see anything we've missed. Mind you, I never was all that good at reading designs like these. They're really complicated.
I know. If only the Professor were here to build his own invention. Well, it'd just better work.
We should get it up to the control room. We'll be arriving at Delta 7 any minute now.
How's it going, Sergeant?
Just a minute. Right, finished. I can open the doors on your order, sir.
Good work. Let's get the professor on the radio.
Falcon 1 to Delta 7. Come in.
Delta 7 here. We read you, Falcon 1.
We're all set and ready to go here. How are things at your end?
Same here. I've made all the necessary calculations and I've prepared the electromagnetic pulse. We're just waiting for... Hold on. Yes. We've just detected you entering the system now. Stand by.
Acknowledged, Delta 7. Standing by.
Approaching Delta 7 colony. Prepare to attack. Destroy.
They've dropped out of light speed, Professor. The ship is heading towards our atmosphere.
Alright, here goes. Damn it, missed.
They're getting closer. Your robot will start his attack any minute. You've got to hit the ship with the pulse.
One more chance.
Destroy Delta 7. Destroy.
We're entering the atmosphere.
We've got to get Bob off those controls. Come on.
It's no good, sir. He's too heavy.
We're headed straight for the colony. We're going to crash.
Keep trying. We've got to keep trying. Pull us out of this dive, Sergeant. Hurry! They're heading straight for us.
Come on, Sergeant. Come on.
It's too late. It's going to hit us.
Get down.
Phew. That was too close for comfort.
Yes, well, I never had any doubt that they'd pull it off. None at all. Excellent. The Z69 is working perfectly. I estimate that all traces of the bacteria will be eradicated from the water supply within 6 hours. Then we'll be able to move on to the patients.
Well, I want to thank you all for the roles you've played here today. Thanks to you, our colony is safe and we'll soon have clean water once again. No need to thank us, Governor Earl. Protecting and serving the colonies is part of our job. All the same, you should know that the people of Delta 7 are grateful for your assistance, especially given the troubles you had to go through to bring the Z69 here. I hope you will be able to repair your robot. Well, that's really up to the professor here.
Don't worry, sir. I'm sure I'll have him back to his old self in no time.
Really? Are you sure you can't do better than that?
Look who's back.
Bob, how are you feeling?
Well, I feel about as fine as I ever do. So pretty average, really. The professor has been filling me in on what happened and what I did. It all sounds rather interesting and exciting.
Interesting? Exciting? Bob, you nearly destroyed an entire colony and got us all killed. Just how exactly is that anything other than horrifying?
Well, at least it's a bit of a change. Something out of the ordinary. Something different from the tedium and monotony that seems to be the norm around here.
Well, you're always saying you want a bit of excitement in your life.
That's just the point. I can't remember any of it.
I'm afraid the electromagnetic pulse did a number on his short-term memory circuits.
That's just typical, isn't it? Something different and interesting finally happens to me, and I can't even remember it. I can remember the boredom of yesterday, and the boredom of the day before, and the day before that, but I can't remember a single thing about today. It's just not fair. but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. That's how it always goes.
Well, that doesn't just take the cake. You're never satisfied, are you, Bob?